starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lumada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lumada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lumada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in today. Glad we're here together, and yes, indeed, no jig this week. It has been that kind of week, and indeed, just out of respect for everything that has happened this week, and yeah. But as I was just about to come on right now, a bird just came and hit. Like flew into my window. So I hope it's okay. But yeah, it's just a moment. I'm like, wait, what do I do? But good morning to you, everybody that is joining in, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for being here. Indeed, thank you for helping create this wonderful space that allows us to comfort each other, indeed, and encourage each other every weekday. And of course, every other day that we're able to tune in into the recordings. Thank you for being here, and I am glad we're here together. Welcome to Storytime. I see the early birds are here. Good morning to you. How are you doing out in Seattle? Bia, and of course Nate and Amanda. Thank you so much for joining in. And Marlon, oh, I love it that you're sleeping in. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope you're well. I hope that you have a wonderful day out here in Oakland. It will be a good day. Promises to be a good day. I hope it is a good day, but it is gray out, and I think we're looking at a high of about 60 today. So not too warm out here in Oakland today. If you're going out, please put on a layer or two, and better to take off those layers that need them and not have them. Thank you so much for joining in today. Welcome to Storytime. I'm glad that we're here together. Our theme this week has been, looking forward to the summer and things that we can do, things that we will do over the summer. And there's been many, many great suggestions, many options that have been given. And I look forward to visiting with friends, visiting with family for sure. And so the relatives came is top of the batch for me for this week. But it's been many great books. And today we're saying if you're an inside cat, it is okay to be inside too. Maybe once in a while you need to go outside, but it is okay to be an inside cat too. This one coming to you from Brendan Wenzel, and we're reading it with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Good morning to you, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Glad you're here with us, and I hope you're ready to enjoy this lovely, lovely book indeed. And look at the perspective, observation that this book brings. Thank you for being here. And as always, please let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you, ready to enjoy this wonderful, wonderful book. And of course, ready to be in community together. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, glad that you're here with us. Thank you. Indeed, do drop us a message if you're here. Let us know you're here so we can say good morning to you. And of course, let us know if you join us for the recordings that you were here, and we will definitely say hi to you next time. Thank you so much for being here, and glad we're here together indeed. Good morning to you, Amanda. How are you doing today? One more time. And of course, baby Bia and Nate, good morning. morning to you. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Yes, Marlon, sleep away. Thank you so much for joining in. Have the holidays started for you guys? Has the school break started? Out here in Oakland, Wednesday was the last day for school for the kids in school, and they'll not be back until August. So enjoying your break, kids. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining in. Well, welcome to the land of the living, Marlon. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad you are here with us as well. Good morning to you. I hope that you have a nice, cozy spot to be in and just ready to enjoy this lovely story. Thank you for being here on Story Time. I am super, super glad that you're here with us. Yes, indeed. How is it where you are? What does the weather promise to be? And of course, too, just reminders, please. Remember to check in on your loved ones. Remember to check in on people. A little hello can go a long way. And I know that life can get busy. We can get sucked into whatever we're doing, trying to meet the next deadline, trying to finish, get to the next goal. But it is also good to just take that moment and check in. Take that moment for self-care. Very important. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, kids, remember you are still kids. Be kids. Be kids. Enjoy your lives. Play, sleep, nap, whatever it is that you need to do. And I hope that you have indeed the adults in your life that can support you with that. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Glad we are here together. Good morning to you, Amanda West, and of course, Sarah and Nathan. Good morning from very brave Sarah and Nathan, who are at the doctor's office in Illinois, where we're getting our boosters today. Oh my goodness! Well, this cheer is for you. Whoop 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 whoop! Go ahead and get those boosters. Please, please do stay protected. Do stay safe. Thank you so much for sharing that bit of information. Absolutely love it. And of course, I hope that this inside cat can see you and observe you and indeed enjoy supporting you. And of course, this morning I hope that you feeling brave, and I know you can do it. Thank you so much for joining in, and I hope you're ready for this wonderful story. I'm glad Story Time could be a part of your journey today for this very important event. Thank you so much for sharing with us, and of course for joining in Story Time even at the doctor's office. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. This one is called Inside Cat. It is coming to you from Brendan Wenzel, and it is being read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. I think my desire is to say written and illustrated by Brendan Wenzel, and so I keep catching myself. Thank you so much. Written and illustrated by Brendan Wenzel, and we're reading it with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining in. Please get comfortable, get cozy, get ready. Our story is coming right up. Yes, Marlon, are you ready? You have a little time to hop on along, grab that snack, and come back for our story. Join me on the other side when we are back for our story. For now, a short break, and we'll be back after this. Join me on the other side. Thank you so much for being here on Story Time.
Hi, friends. My name is Christy, and I am the author of A Heart in the Sand, also known as Un Corazón en la Arena. Now, this bilingual book is about tesoros, or treasures. And something that I treasure is my friendship with Mr. Lamada. So I have a challenge for you. Share this story time with someone who you treasure, and we can all spread the literary love.
Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you so much, and welcome back to Story Time. And yes, if you've not checked out A Heart in the Sand, it is a beautiful book indeed, and I encourage you to find it at your local library or indeed where you find books. Thank you so much for being here, and of course, you know I treasure all of you here. Thank you so much for all the encouragement, all the support, and all the community that you bring to Story Time. Thank you. I see messages coming in very quickly. Let us see who got in with us. Good morning to you. Glad you're here. And to Pam, only you today, but of course, we appreciate you joining us. Thank you for being here. And of course, we're still extending our love and our hugs to Braylon and Chad, and even Kivaya, who's been gone a while. Thank you so much. And Auntie Anne, we do not forget you too. Thank you so much for joining in. And here we go with a classic for today, Inside Cat. This one written and illustrated by Brendan Wenzel and being read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And I know that this cover is, it is a gorgeous cover, as you can see, but there's also, I thought I should take off the sleeve so you can see what's on the inside too. And in case you come across it without the sleeve, like will happen in many classrooms or many homes, this is what it looks like. Inside Cat. This one from Brendan Wenzel, and of course being read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. All right, here we go. What do you see? Can you see the cat? Where is it? B, do you see the cat? Ah, yes, it's right there. Inside Cat, written and illustrated by Brendan Wenzel, published and read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Inside Cat knows many windows, finds a view wherever it goes. Inside Cat knows many windows, finds a view wherever it goes. How many windows are in the room that you're in right now? I have 2 big windows and I love them. I love the light they bring in. Inside Cat knows many windows, finds a view wherever it goes. Wonders, gazes, gapes. Are there things that make you gape outside your window? Sees the world through many shapes. Wonders, gazes, gapes. Sees the world through many shapes. Square and round shapes, thin and wide, downward and upward. Inside Cat sees the world through many windows. Square and round shapes, thin and wide, downward, upward. Whoa. Side by side, view to view, floor to floor. Inside Cat knows the windows, wars, and more. Yes. Inside Cat knows many windows, finds a view wherever it goes. Wonders, stairs, snacks. Oh, my favorite. Each seen through a pane of glass. Oh. Inside Cat knows many windows, finds a view wherever it goes. How about you, Nathan and Sarah? Is there a view at the doctor's today? Ah. Glass or dusty? Glass so streaky. Glass gone gloomy. Glass way freaky. Do you see these types of glass in your neighborhood? Glass or dusty? I feel like that's my car right now. Glass so streaky. Glass gone gloomy. Glass way too freaky. Ah. Glass oh bubbly. I wish somebody could wash the outside of my window. Glass got broken. Oh no. Glass that's blocked. And glass wide open. View to view, floor to floor. Knows the windows, wars, and more. Do you know the windows, walls, and more of your neighborhood, of your place? Oh yes, glass all bubbly. Glass got broken. Oh no. Glass that's blocked. And glass wide open. View to view, floor to floor. Knows the windows, wars, and more. Oh, wow. Inside cat knows many windows, finds a view wherever he goes. Wonders, wonders, lingers, laps. Oh, watches all things as they pass. Ah. Inside cat knows many windows, finds a view wherever it goes. Wonders, wonders, lingers, laps, watches all things as they pass. Fluffy rats and roaring flies. Oh, scary. Racing birds and boats for mice. Boats for mice. So much to see. Fluffy rats and roaring flies, racing birds and boats for mice. What do you see outside your window? Floating eyes and giant trees, great cat kings and wild beasts. View to view, floor to floor, knows the windows, world, and more. Yes, floating eyes and giant trees, great cat kings and wild beasts. View to view, floor to floor, knows the windows, world, and more. Yes, indeed. Inside cat knows many windows, finds a view wherever he goes. Inside cat knows many windows, finds a view wherever he goes. Wonders, wonders, nibbles, naps, knows what's hiding in the gaps. Ah. Inside cat knows many windows, finds a view wherever it goes, wonders, nibbles, naps, knows what's hiding in the gaps. Oh, naps and nibbling, my favorite. Knows who lives down in the ground. Also knows who lives up in the clouds. Smart cat you are. Knows who plays with all the kids. Knows who is the fluffiest. Inside cat knows who lives down in the ground. Knows who lives up in the clouds. Knows who plays with the kids. Knows who is the fluffiest. Well, inside cat also knows what smells. You, we, you, ooh. Knows what smells. Knows what blares. Knows what speeds. Knows what stares. Knows what rises. But also knows what falls. Do you know something that rises? Do you know something that falls? What about something that stares? Ah. Inside cat might know it all. Inside cat might know it all. Every view and every floor, all the windows, world and more, top to bottom, head to toe, nothing more for you to see. Oh my, there's a whole world out there. What will Inside Cat do? Oh, and that is the end of our story for today. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I hope you enjoyed that beautiful story indeed. Perspective, observation, and everything. And I hope that, you have a wonderful day today. I hope that you have many days where you'll be able to observe and just enjoy, take in what's around you, and hopefully it's all beautiful. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Indeed, we brought to you Inside Cat. Yes, some of you will be inside cats this summer, but hopefully you also get to go out there and enjoy this vast world that is out there, and many things to do and many things to enjoy. Thank you so much for joining in, and hope that you get some sunshine as well, some sun, and go out there and enjoy that. Thank you so much for being here on Story Time. Absolutely appreciate it. We're used to seeing this one like this, but took off the sleeve so you can see the inside cover too. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. This has been Story Time for this week. Amazing books that we've read, yes, and please keep sending your recommendations to us, and we'll make sure to bring them here to Story Time. Continue sending out requests for permissions to bring books here to Story Time all the time, and we'll keep working. Thank you for the connections, for those of you that have connected us to authors, creators out there, as we try to bring more content, more material here to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining in, and of course, just your recommendations. Let us know what you like, what you'd like to see here on Story Time, and we will continue to work until they are here for you on Story Time, even if they're here for a limited time. Thank you so much for being here on Story Time, and of course, join me in wishing Sarah and Nathan all the best as they continue to be brave and take those booster shots today. Thank you, booster shots today. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime, and indeed for joining us even on you're out at the doctors. We appreciate you. Marlon, good to see you here. Of course, Nate too. Good to see you here on the lives. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Amanda and Bia, hugs to you as always. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely love it. Pamela Courtney, couldn't agree with you more. Love this story. Auntie Pam, 100% an inside cat. Hopefully this summer gets you out a little bit. I don't know how the temperatures will be where you are, but hopefully you can also get out a little bit and enjoy the outside a little bit more. Thank you so much for sharing. I think I enjoy when I'm outside. I don't mind being outside, but I definitely love being home. Like I can lay on my couch, I can sit here all day and just read a book or watch something and just keep rotating between that. It's enough of a hike from one room to the next. But I do love it when I'm outside. That's the thing. When I go outside, I love it. I love doing all the outdoors activities. So it's I don't know where to put myself on that, but absolutely love it. Thank you so much for sharing. I hope that you all enjoyed this lovely book indeed, and of course, enjoyed each other's company this week. Thank you for being here on Storytime. Thank you for being a strength, a pillar, the community that I could lean on this week. And I hope too that you found that solace in us, a space that you could lean to, a space that people that you could share with, and knowing indeed that a lot has happened this week, a lot is happening. And I hope that we continue to see pushback, we continue to see we continue to make progress. And I hope that God knows our past that can protect everybody, because our kids' lives depend on this. And I think, it's one thing if we as adults are not taking this seriously, but as we have seen, there's been just too many of these incidents in so many schools. And I hope, just so many places, so many young lives cut short that would with so much to leave, so much to see. And I hope that, people can be sensible in this issue, and I know I saw somewhere somebody said no more prayers, please, we want action. And I think that's where it is. Like, we need to see action, we need to see just sense of it all. I've been trying this whole week to make sense of this, and it just boggles my mind at how sometimes we can resist to do the right thing, to do the sensible thing. But I hope that we continue to push. Hopefully, in localities by localities, it begins to change, and hopefully that can bring change on a federal level, on a larger scale. But I hope we can only do so much, but I know that there are many people whose hearts right now are heavy, whose hearts are just need the support, who know the right thing to do. And this is not time for politics. This is not time. It's not a left and right thing. I think it's just the right thing to do. So I hope that, we continue to write to our leaders. We continue to call our leaders. We continue to hold people accountable. And I think certain meetings like the ones that is happening right now, is a meeting that will be happening. I'm sure all of you adults know already. There's a meeting that is happening out in Texas that should not be happening this week in particular, with everything that has gone on. But I just wish everybody has a wonderful day. It has been a tough week indeed. I encourage you all to hug your loved ones close, keep them close, and indeed find that time for self-care. And if you can too, at some point, just tune out the news. Just find this time when you can just focus on you, whether it's just reading a book or doing something where you just zone out and just enjoy, rejuvenate. We need it all. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime, and indeed for also just giving me the space to share with you. These are moments that I wish we could talk back and forth, and I could hear your thoughts too, and just on this matter. But I know you're a caring community. I know that You want for this world, you want for our kids what's best. You want for all of us what's best. So thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I wish you nothing but love, sending you hugs, the tightest hugs this week in particular. I know they're needed. And of course, I feel your love. I appreciate it. And please, if anything, reach out to Storytime. Let me know. I am good at trying to get back to different messages and everything that's going on. So please, if a call, if anything helps, please let me know. And of course, we'll do our very best to get back to you and just continue sharing in community. And I hope that you found people in this space that definitely allow you to, feel comfortable and feel safe. This is supposed to be a safe space for everybody. Yes. And we know we share platforms that, sometimes people's views are not the best, but we are here. We're here, and Storytime stands for what's right. We stand for community. We stand for inclusiveness and everything good out there. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I just want to wish you a lovely day indeed. And I hope that you find that time to take care of yourself and of course your loved ones as well. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. I really want to bring an upbeat and joyful self all the time, but this week has been way too hard. Has been way too hard. Pamela Courtney, thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely. Say, Chad knew the numbers of children lost and adults lost. My heart is breaking. I hear you, Pamela Courtney. It is hard. It is hard. And, I want to sign off on a joyful note and wish everybody a lovely day. I am doing that, but my heart too is very heavy this week. And, together, let's stay united. Let's stay together. It's the only way that we're going to get through this. And, we're talking, it's just amazing to see how we're still talking about this 2022, and we've had so many, just so many cases, so many schools, so many young people affected, so many lives lost senselessly. And for what? So for political gain? It's just, can we do the right thing? Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope to see you again next week. We will take Monday off, and I hope that everybody can, just find time to connect. If indeed you do want to see Storytime, join us on our platforms. You can find us on in our archives on Instagram, on YouTube, as well as on Facebook. But I encourage you to take the day off, read your books at home, maybe go to the library and pick out something. Storytime will be back on Tuesday to join all of you. And I do have two, for you friends who are out there and in our community at Emerson Elementary here, to gun violence. We did lose a parent, a close friend of mine, a community activist, somebody who at his restaurant almost every week was giving out free food to homeless shelters and so on. And he was gunned down at his restaurant, and his funeral will be on Monday, so I will be attending that. And it's just it's a scourge that is real, that is here, and that should be treated with the greatest of attention that it needs. The same way we've been talking about all these other pandemics, including COVID. We need concerted efforts. We need to speak up. We need to vote. We need leaders that can make decisions. And this week has been hard, but to everybody that joined in Storytime, I absolutely appreciate you, and I hope that you have a lovely day. I hope that you can find a good space in your place, in somewhere where you could just just find that space to recenter, and indeed with everything that's going on, and find ways to talk about these things with our children. Because it is, if we're not talking to them about it, we're not sharing, we're not, we're not sharing these messages with them. They're picking them up from elsewhere. They're hearing all these things elsewhere. There are conspiracy theories. There are all sorts of things that are going on. So if you can create that space to have these conversations with your children. Our children go to schools, they go to different spaces, and they hear voices, they hear all these things. And it's just good if we're able to connect with them and talk with them about these issues. And it is issues that affect us. Students have had to be doing, active shooter drills on schools and so on. And so it is affecting our little ones. And if you have access, if you can, therapy is one way to have our kids just also speak and have safe spaces to share. And indeed, like Pamela Courtney, like you're saying, kindness, diversity, and inclusiveness. Like, we need to learn about the people in our neighborhoods, learn about our neighbors, and just it is by understanding that we can bring love. And of course, too, let us not forget there's also aspects of, mentioned mental health. It is important to take care of ourselves, and indeed to direct our young ones, teenagers, as they're navigating middle school, as they're navigating high school. It is so hard in those spaces as well, with everything that goes on. How can we direct them and give them the resources that are needed? Looping back to why we need to fund such positions in education, in schools, and so that, our little ones, our young people, can have spaces that they can go to and indeed find solace. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime, for allowing me this opportunity to speak. And I hope, that I'm not forcing this issue on you and your little ones, but it is an important one that I think we should be having conversations about. And I wish everybody out there, just sending you hugs, and I wish you the very best. And I do not, I just hope that we can be safer. I hope that we can be safer. I hope that our kids can be safer. It is just it's devastating. And I just want to send you love. And I'll see you again on Tuesday. We'll be back for more story time as we continue to heal. Please, whatever it is that helps you feel better, that helps you, deal with this issue, whether it's meditation, whether it's prayer, whatever else that you do, whether it's company, whether it's those moments alone, I wish you more of those times, so that, we can continue to be our best selves as we go out there. And indeed, these issues cannot be ignored. We cannot ignore them. And as much as, as much as our leaders and keep letting us down, I hope that, we continue to push them and continue to see progress. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Pamela Courtney, I want to believe that so much. Thank you for joining in Storytime. To everybody that was here today, I'm sending you love. And God willing, we're here next week, same time, 7 a.m. Pacific time, as well as 11 a.m. Pacific time for the recordings. But you can always find us on our platforms. Thank you for being here. Hugs to each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed the story, and indeed we had to share this issue as we close the week. I will see you again next week. Thank you for being here. Much love from me. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a lovely weekend. Indeed, wishing you healing. Thank you so much.
You won't just start on a reading. I just can't wait to be hearing. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.